Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we are going to talk about closures in JavaScript. And if you are new to my channel, I talk about web development and programming, so consider subscribing to my channel if you are interested in those topics. And with that said, let's get started with today's video. Okay. So closures are one of the very important topics when we are talking about JavaScript and how it works. We can access the variables from the parent scope or the outer scope inside of the child scope or inner scope. Like for example, we have a global variable g and we have a function print global, and now inside of print global, as you can see, we are using just a simple console log to print our value of g onto the console, and now we execute the function. So what happens, now we call the function. So what happens when we execute this function, this method? Let's say node app.js, and as you can see here, global variable is printed onto the console. One more important note: if you do not have node installed on your machine, this won't work in your CLI. So I hope you have installed node. If not, you can install it. It's super easy. Now as you can see, we can access the global variable g from inside of print global. So this function has its own scope, that is, the variables inside of this function can't be accessed from outside, but this function can access the variables from the outside, that is from the global scope. Global scope is global, so everyone can access it by default, but this is actually an example of closure. But this is not or what we say, very super hard to understand. It's kind of intuitive, and we can know that if it's a global variable, okay, we can access it everywhere. But now let's have a look at another example, and let's have a method function, and inside of method let's have another function, an anonymous function without any name, which takes a number. And let's have a console.log, and let's print the product of those numbers. First we are taking a number inside of our outer function, that is formatted multiplication, and then we are taking another number inside of our inner function. And now let's call our double formatted multiplication. When we call formatted multiplication with 2, our outer num is set to 2, this value, and it returns another function, okay, which takes another number. So let's pass another number, double 3 and double 6. So what happens now? So let's have a terminal, and now let's execute our code. So node app.js, and now as you can see here, we have product of 2 and 3 is 6, and product of 2 and 6 is 12. So one thing that you should definitely pay your attention to is, after when we call this function formatted multiplication with the value 2, we are actually returning from this function. And as you know, the outer num is scoped inside of this function only. We can't call it from outside of this function. But when we call double num here with when we pass another value here, that is 3 and 6, it has it remembers what the value of outer num was. So this is how closures work in JavaScript. Even after we return from a method or a function, or actually this function, for example, if we have a reference to the function inside of a parent function, we can use parent functions variables. In this particular example, our outer num, even after we return from this method, that is we return a function, we can still access the variable, one variable outer num, from the outer function. So this is one another example of how we can use closures in JavaScript. Now let's have a one more example, add 2, and let's have a constant 2. So constant is also kind of a variable, but only difference is that we can't change its value. And now let's log the value, and now let's create a variable or constant 80, and now call it 2 times with 3 and 5. So when we call it 2 times, it will add 2 to 3 and 2 to 5. So first of all, let's have a look at its output. So as you can see, 3 plus 2 is 5, and 5 plus 2 is 7. So that's we all know how to add numbers, so that's not what we are here for. What we want to have a look at is we have a constant 2 and we are actually returning from this method. So as you know, when we return from a function, we are no longer inside of that function. That function is done executing, but despite of that, we can still access our 2, this 2 constant from our outer function. So this is also an example of closures. So whenever you see a internal method, that is a method, a function method, or a function inside of another function accessing the variables or values of outer functions, you can think of them as closures. So closure is nothing but it just JavaScript just stores the value of outer functions. Those are JavaScript closures in a nutshell. If you have any questions or if you still have any doubts, ask them in the comments and I will try to make more videos if you want. So that's it for today's video and we will meet in my next video.